Hey everybody, welcome back, all you book lovers and library fans. Today I will be doing a library book haul. So if you've noticed, I have chopped off all of my hair. I usually prefer pixie cuts, so this is normally what I try to go for a hairstyle. So the long hair was a in-between time between haircuts. So I am back to my pixie cut and very excited. And today one of my girls in my youth group told me I looked like Mary Margaret from Once Upon a Time, and she totally made my day. I was so excited to hear that because I love Mary Margaret's haircut from Once Upon a Time. So I was very excited when she told me I looked like her. So for today, I have a very exciting pile of books from the library I have taken out recently. I currently have 8 books borrowed from the library, but once winter is released next week, I will be dropping everything to read that book. If my library gets it in a timely fashion, I will be calling them once the release date is out. But here are the books I currently have, one of which I am currently working through, and the other one I have already finished. So I'll just show you what I've already finished, but I'll go more into that in my wrap-up. So the first book is the one that I have already finished, and that is Amulet Volume 4, The Prince of the Elves by Kazuo Kibuishi. Sorry. Either way, I've recently gotten addicted to the Amulet series. I took out book 1 and 2 just to kind of try it out and ended up absolutely loving this series. This is a middle grade graphic novel series. I loved it. It's such a beautiful, fun adventure, and it's got a lot of action, adventure, drama, mystery to it, and for a middle grade book, it really keeps me on my toes. I don't know what's happening. I can't predict what's happening until it actually happens, which is really rare for a graphic novel, and especially rare for a middle grade book, because normally with those books I can kind of predict what's going to happen. With this one, I haven't been able to predict anything. It's a brilliant storyline. I absolutely loved it, so I do recommend picking up the Amulet series. The next 2 books are the last 2 books of the Percy Jackson series. I'm going through book 4 currently, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and I have book 5 out, The Last Olympian. I'm enjoying this series. I really like the story. I love the adventure. I love quests. So I love when a group of people go on a quest and have to try and figure out puzzles, mysteries, oracles, riddles. I love it when a team of people have to work together and work through these things on a quest. So I really am enjoying this series, and I'm sad to see it end, but I'm glad Rick Riordan has more books with a similar storyline out that I can continue on. The next 2 books are recent new releases my library got, and I think I'm the first one to actually get them out of the library because I put them on hold and they weren't even finished cataloging them. So I got them as soon as they were finished being cataloged. And the first book is Once Upon a Time, Red's Untold Tale by Wendy Tolivier. Again, I'm horrible with names, so we're just going to go with it. By Wendy Tolivier. And this is kind of a spin-off story from the Once Upon a Time series I'm recently addicted to. And I did read the synopsis just to make sure I wasn't going to spoil myself for the show. But from what I've already seen with episodes with Red in it, this looks like kind of like her childhood coming of age back in the Enchanted Forest, so before Storybrooke and everything. So I don't think I'll be spoiled for anything with the show. If you read this, give me a heads up. I won't be starting it right away, but give me a heads up if this does spoil me for the show. I'm in the middle of season 2 at the moment. So the next book I picked up is a newer release, and it's getting a lot of buzz on BookTube. It's even the Booksplosion Book of the Month with Christine and Cattytastic and Jessie the Reader. So it's getting quite the hype on BookTube, and that is Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is, I'm not 100% sure what it is about exactly. I think from what I've read, it's about a guy and a girl who had just broken up, but then they have to work together because the planet is invaded by aliens. But it's told in like all these files and reports, and it looks like it's going to be one of those fast-paced reads because it's not really told in story mode. There's even like a casualty list of everyone who died that day. And I think Katarina from Little Book Owl, her name is on the casualty list, which I thought was awesome. Like, I would be so excited if my name was in a book. I mean, it's not exciting that she's on the casualty list, but that was just really cool that she mentioned that in her video about this. So I'm looking forward to this because I'm hearing nothing but good things about it on BookTube. The next 3 books I have out on interlibrary loans, and I do have physical copies of them, but with interlibrary loans now, my library has a laminated card that they put on the front, and it has like my library's name right on it, and it covers up the cover of the book. So I'll just insert photos of the books here, but I do actually have them with me. And the first one is one I've been wanting to read for a while. I'm a huge Melanie Dickerson fan. I love her fairy tale medieval romances, mainly because I find it so hard to find a medieval book around the time period that I want that's a romance without being super raunchy. So I was really excited when she came out with fairy tale retellings in the medieval time period. So I picked up one of her newer books, and it's the first book in a new trilogy, and that was The Huntress of Thornbeck Forest. I think this is like a Swan Lake Robin Hood-esque retelling, so I'm very excited for that, and I'm looking forward to it. So the next 2 books are recent releases, and they're also both by Disney Hyperion, and the first one is Black Widow Forever Read by Margaret Stohl. I am very excited for this book. It was blurbed to be like Black Widow's story, but now a lot of people are saying it's not, it's just a story featuring Black Widow. I'm really excited for a story featuring Black Widow. It sounds really good. It's got a lot of mystery, espionage, great storyline going from the synopsis. Got me really excited for this book. I had recently picked up the Marvel Now Black Widow comic book and really enjoyed that, so I'm looking forward to a full-length novel featuring Black Widow. And the last one I picked up, as a Disney lover and a Disney fan, I was super excited when I saw that this one was coming out, and it is A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Broswell. This is If Aladdin Hadn't Found the Lamp. So it's a twist on the Aladdin and Jasmine story, and I don't know, like, it is by Disney Hyperion, but I don't know how much of it's going to be similar to the Disney movie storyline, but it doesn't matter to me. It's Disney, it's fairy tales, it's retellings, so I'm all in, I'm all for it. I think the first Disney retelling-ish book I read was Alla Lost by Melissa de la Cruz, and I was really weary about that book being just a bunch of Disney self-promotion, but I absolutely loved it, so I'm looking so forward to this A Whole New World, and it just sounds so good, so I'm really looking forward to that. So that is my recent library haul slash kind of TBR for the rest of the month slash year. Like I said, once winter is out and available in my library, I will be dropping it all to read winter. This is my most anticipated release for this month, so I'm super excited. It's coming out next week. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I will see you next time.